I literally just got into my apartment about 10 minutes ago. And I look like this because I actually just got back from church, a church event. It was called a legacy dinner. We were celebrating kind of the history of our church campus and just kind of sharing just some cool stories of where we came from and talking about today and just really celebrating our church campus. And so these are the exact clothes I just wore, just walked in. And in this vlog, it's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna try my best not to ramble a lot because none of this is scripted. I just walked in and I felt like I had to record this right now at this very moment because it's so fresh on my mind and I didn't want to wait till the next day. I felt like I would just lose kind of a lot of what my heart wants to say. For those of you who don't know, most of you probably do, today on Sunday, January 26th, we lost one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Kobe Bryant suddenly, tragically passed away. And it's right now reported as a helicopter crash. And it's such a double whammy because not only was Kobe Bryant one of the greatest basketball players of all time on the helicopter, but we also learned that his daughter was on the plane, Gigi, and that was her nickname. That's such a double whammy. Not only did he pass away, but his daughter too. And there were 7 other people on the helicopter. We don't know the identities yet. The coroner's office hasn't released the identity of even Kobe and his daughter. Tragic news, terrible. It's so weird when I think about it. I still feel like this can't be true. There's a part of me that kind of thinks like, this is not real, right? This can't be real. I'm so in denial. It's all over social media. I'm reading tweets and Facebook and Instagram and all these things. People are in such denial right now because this is how insane this is, that a man who was 41 years old, who just retired about 2 years ago from basketball, has tragically been killed in a helicopter crash. And I think it's incredibly sad. It's devastating. And some people are watching this, for those of you who know me, and you guys know the truth is I wasn't the craziest basketball fan. I love to play basketball. I watch the finals. I'm kind of a Laker fan. I say kind of because it's not like I have all these Laker jerseys and stuff like that. In fact, I don't have a single Laker jersey. But I was here in Cali when the Lakers won the 3 finals in a row. It was an exciting time. I remember watching those games. For those of you who know, it's not like I was the craziest Kobe fan either, meaning that some of you guys are Kobe fanatics. I'm nowhere near a Kobe fanatic. I don't know what college he went to. I don't know what his favorite restaurant is, and I have no idea what his GPA was. Some of you guys know these stats because you were such devoted fans and followers of his. And if I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, I can't even imagine what some of you are feeling. I'm reading the posts of my friends on Facebook, and they're saying like I'm crying, I'm in tears, and I believe them. Kobe was someone that they looked up to. They watched him growing up since they were kids. And it's just very hard to put into words. I think a lot of the people on Twitter right now are saying things that I think is the best way to explain my feeling, which is no words. There are no words right now that I can express or say that can accurately clarify or accurately reveal what I'm feeling. It's more than shock. It's more than sadness. It's just, that's it. I could just do this. This is all I can do. I can't imagine what his wife Vanessa is feeling. I can't imagine what his other daughters are feeling. Kobe's family, just larger family. It's incredibly sad. It's incredibly sad. I was at church and someone texted the article to me. I literally thought this is a joke. This has got to be a joke. Or Or I thought, oh, there's got to be error somewhere here. Maybe they thought it was him, and it's really not him. And I think I, along with many people at my church, were just searching like crazy. I'm sorry, it was difficult to focus during the service. It was very difficult. I think the high school pastor at our campus actually said it was hard to even finish the sermon because all the kids were preoccupied on their phones. And then he found out why. It is so devastating to hear about this. It's devastating to hear that his daughter was also one of the tragic deaths. It's devastating that his wife and his other daughters are grieving through this process. Here's another point of why this is so devastating. And this is something that I think about. And it's this: Kobe was at the beginning of his life. He was at the beginning of his life. I think for those who are younger, you guys might not really understand what I'm saying because you're so young. But what that means is that he just retired and he was now doing potentially greater things than what he would have even accomplished in the NBA. He was at the beginning of his life. He was 41 with his entire future ahead of him. He was at the beginning of his life, just retired, spending time with his family, and it was cut short. It was cut short. And that's what's very hard for me to grasp or hard for me to understand, and what is making me so incredibly sad on top of everything else. Someone so young who had probably so much more potential to do greater things had to endure this tragic, tragic accident. If you are a Kobe fan, I hope you're kind of grieving, and I really hope that you will find healing through this time of mourning. This day will go down in history in an unfortunate way. It's very unfortunate. We are in the beginning of 2020, and this is an unfortunate day. You know, personally, I think about this, and I thought about my own kids. I have a son and I have two daughters. I just had a third daughter. She was born on Christmas Day in 2019, and I immediately thought about them. I don't know if that's selfish. I don't think that's selfish. But I immediately thought about how I just want to go hug them right now. I wanted to hug my family. I wanted to be with my family at that very moment. You know, the old saying is true. Life is short. Life is short. You don't know what's going to happen. And again, it is such a tragedy what we have experienced today. Here's my inspirational application, and that is this: no one can guarantee tomorrow. And because tomorrow is not guaranteed, I hope that right now, in this very moment, maybe there's a person that you gotta call up and you gotta just try to find some sense of peace. Maybe there's a person that you gotta talk to and say, I'm sorry. Maybe there's a family member that you got into an argument, so you're arguing with them and it's not so good, and maybe you gotta find some reconciliation. I wanted to use that last point to inspire you to make sure that you know that because tomorrow is not guaranteed, make sure you have no regrets about right now, because we have no idea what's gonna happen tomorrow. That person that you're in a fight with, you don't know what's gonna happen to them. That family member that you're not talking to, you don't know what's gonna happen to them. You don't know what's gonna happen to you. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Life today, if you're breathing, you're live today. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. So I inspire you, I encourage you, make some choices, make some decisions, open up conversations with people that maybe you gotta talk to and you gotta just figure out, you gotta squash some stuff. And I hope you can think about that. I hope that inspires you to do something. It's sad. Today is a sad day, and I know this vlog is very, very different from all my other vlogs before, but I felt like this was so important and necessary. That's why I had to do it right now. I didn't want to lose this kind of feeling and emotion I had, this conviction I had. So I just wanted to get it onto the video. If you are just going through a time of mourning, I really hope that you find healing and peace soon. If you're a Christian, please pray for Kobe's family right now. They need prayer. They need love. Kobe Bryant, You were one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Many people believe you were the greatest basketball player of all time. You inspired millions. You helped many people. You changed many people's lives. You helped people to really work on their basketball game. You were a leader and you had many devoted fans. And we are all incredibly sad that you're no longer with us.